New Year's Day. Happy 2022. Welcome back if you joined me for the crafter party yesterday, or welcome to the Hedgehog Hollow if you're new, or anywhere in between. So I'm so excited to be here. I have my t-shirt on. It says give love a chance, because today is about falling in love with our crafting and card making. And I have some new things to share with you that are going to be super cool. I'm going to show you how to use them. If you were at the crafter party yesterday, don't worry, we're going to do different things today than we did yesterday. So there's still plenty to learn. I'm going to make sure I get it loaded up on my desktop over here as well. And hey everyone who's joining. I need to find our video. Where did it go? Hey Olivia, welcome. I'm opening up the video so I can see your comments, because in a second I'm going to tip it. Hey Alicia, long time no speak. Ooh, you can be quiet. Thank you. All right. Let the ads go. Hey Lola, hey Kathy, Natalie's here as well. Welcome. So this is live. If you're watching it afterwards, hop forward just a little bit, because I like to say hello to everyone. If you are new here, be sure to drop me a note to let us know where you're tuning in from. And you are more than welcome in my craft room. I can't wait to share it with you. It is a complete mess, because yesterday we had the crafter party, which lots of you were here for. And then today we have the new release and some crafting love. And then tomorrow I have to make samples, because on Wednesday I'm on HSN's Facebook page. So it's going to be super busy, and I have no expectations that my craft room is going to look anything short of horrific for some time. So, okay. Hey, Nikki says, I am new. Welcome, Nikki. She is in Bremerton, Washington State. Hey from Crafty, Massachusetts. Hey from Illinois. Welcome. Happy New Year's Day. So happy 2022. For those of you who did VIP access yesterday, I just wanted to let you know, I literally just edited the video and it's uploading right now while I'm doing this. So when I'm done, I'll be able to send out your emails. So you'll get your VIP links. You'll have those in your inbox after this. Give me like an hour or so, because it takes a while for it to queue up and send. Also check your spam. And if you missed yesterday, it is not too late to still see the party. It was 3 and a bit hours long. We did a ton of making, and you can still go and sign up for that. Alicia is here. She can drop links for you all as well. And you can still use your 20% off code, or if you sign up to be a VIP right now, you'll get 20% off code. However, if you did not come to the holiday party, then the best part is I do have a coupon code for you today. It is 10% off everything Maker Forte, including the new releases and the new release bundles and the clearance section. Like, there's some amazing stamps in the clearance, like Chin Up Buttercup is there, and Bar Humbug is in there, and some of the newer ones are in there too. They are 60% off, and you can use Happy 2022 and you can get an extra 10% off that clearance and the new release that we're going to play with today. So if everybody is ready, we can dive in. Sandy says she's still trying to decide on her cart from yesterday. I can't wait to see what you get, Sandy, and package it up for you. If you're new to Hedgehog Hollow and Maker Forte, welcome. The Hedgehog Hollow is my craft room right here. Welcome to the Hollow. You are now officially part of the Prickle, which is the collective noun for hedgehogs. And Maker Forte is our brand of crafting supplies, and it's all about collaboration, because we are all better together and have more fun together. Alicia's part of the team. Bethany would normally be here, but she's super sick, so we wish her get well soon. And come on in. We are a little family. We're a family business. It's all run from my home here. We make all our stencils, our stamps, all those kinds of things. So we'll show you all of that as we go along. So let's dive in. Let's say hello to Mr. Bob Ross so that we can do it down. There he is. On to my desktop. Greg put me this little handy dandy mount in so we can look straight at this as well. Hey Sherry, she says from temporarily in Fort McDowell, Arizona. Awesome. Welcome.
If you turn on location services in the home app, tap home in the upper left.
That would be my little Siri that sits here. Hey Siri, stop. There we go.
There's nothing to stop here.
Don't you just love these things? All right, welcome everyone. Oma B is here from cold Iowa as well. Where do we start, everyone? So let's grab out some stuff we had yesterday. So I wanted to share these with you because lots of you who were there yesterday and otherwise get these awesome silhouette stamps that we have. And I love these stamps. They're really, really fun because there's so much you can do with them. And I was sharing this yesterday and I wanted you all to see because this is what Amanda made this one and Carrie made this one. So this is how they were designed to be. But I also wanted to share with you, you can select your favorite part. So here I masked out the little people on the chairs and added lots of gems and stuff. Hey Gina, and created this one with our new little prickle stamp set. And I created this really fun background. I don't know if you can see, but there's clouds in the background and there's grass in the background and all those kinds of things. And these are rosé gems and the stylized heart gems. So really fun on there as well. Oh my goodness, it's so cold everywhere. I see everyone's, it's like, Alicia, I think it's minus like 33 or something she just put. There you go. And BB says it's 14 degrees in Wisconsin. Whew, this is chilly. I also did this, and we didn't get to this yesterday. We just ran out of time. As you all know, 3 hours does not get us very far. Even when we do the 2-day retreats, we still find out we ran out of time. But I wanted to share these with you. This is in the new release. It is called Love in Every Stitch. And here's the ones the girls made. So Amanda made this one and Carrie made this one here. I love, she used, I think it's cable knit cardigan, I think it's called. And then I did a version with my favorite technique. And we did this in the crafter party last year in holidays. And I did it in monochrome, and then I just added the splash in the heart there. I added some Maker's Magic glitter on that, and I'm going to share a tip with you on the Maker's Magic because Carmen emailed me as well about the Maker Magic, so I wanted to share that as well. My Life as Honey, hey from Essex, UK. That's where I grew up. I grew up in Colchester. So hey, Life as Honey, say hello to home for me. And then this background, you're going to see this on a ton of cards here. This is Stone Age, and I have to say we had three super popular stamp sets yesterday. This is one of them because it is such an awesome background. You can take something that would have been really plain and just stamp that. This is in fog and it comes out awesome. Like, how cool is that? So now see what we've got next. We have stencils. So my box is not as organized as it normally is. But here we have our layered hearts. Here's a card with it. This is what I'm going to show you how to do because I really want to show you how these work. Hey, Janice. This is using the new Conversation heart stamp set with the Sassy add-on. But this is so easy to do. And I wanted to share with you how easy because we didn't really get into it too much yesterday. So I think it's perfect timing. I'm going to grab out a piece of cardstock and I need some tape. I have a piece of Post-it tape here. Hopefully it's still sticky. So you can do this in any order you want to. That's the great part. But in here, it says at the top, like you've got large layer, medium, small, and extra small. And you don't have to do all 4 layers. You can do 1, 2, you can mix and match. You can mix and match the order. Hey, Mandy in Buckinghamshire. I was just in Brackley a couple of weeks ago. So in here, you also have engraved where your cardstock goes. So all I have to do is turn this over, find where my cardstock goes, which is my A2, and it has it in landscape and portrait. And I stick it on like this. I'm going to grab out a color. I'm going to do some Yellowstone to start with. Alicia's making her wish list. I see. And I'm just going to put a little bit in. I'm going light because I know I want to layer a few different colors in because I'm going to show you all of them together. But you'll also see you could stop at any point. So there's a little bit of Yellowstone. While I'm doing this, I'm going to show you something else because you're going to see this come up later on. I wanted to show you how she does it. So I'm going to just pick one of the hearts and start that and just leave that there for a second. You'll see there's a method to my madness shortly. Put that on my washing pile. And then let's pick out another color. I'm gonna do some Blue Moon. So same thing, I'm taking my medium layer, finding the edge of where my cardstock goes on the engraved line, sticking it down, turn over. And I'm trying to keep up with comments at the same time as well. But Alicia's here if you need links to anything. So I'm going light because I know I'm layering all these colors together. But you can go as heavy or as light as you want to. And if you were at the crafter party, your 20% off code still is valid. I'm going to take one of these. Oh, it's just, I see what she's doing. Okay. That's how she got the 3. I couldn't figure it out. All right. So we'll put our Blue Moon away. Let's use some of that new Flamingo. So we have 3 new colors of ink. We have Flamingo, Grape, and Flat White. Now I'm going to my small layer. Same thing, turn it over, line up the engraved lines. So it's so easy, you don't have to, you know. Hey Vicky, she says, my first time here, you're so talented, I see it already. Please talk forever, I love your accent. Where are you tuning in from, Vicky? Welcome to Hedgehog Hollow and being part of the Prickle. Make sure you hit subscribe, ring the bell, and if you're watching, do give us a thumbs up. It really does help us. It means it recommends the video to people like Vicky. You are absolutely now part of the Hedgehog Hollow family, so welcome. We have lots of fun here. We actually had a craft party yesterday, and you can still access that. I will be sending out the lifetime VIP access after this, so if you want to join it, you can. And I'll show you some of the projects we made as we went along. Look how cute this is starting to come out. Not that it wasn't anyway. So I'm going to take this heart on here and layer it up. And you'll see there's method to the madness at the end. There's a card. I just want to show you like how she built it up. So I'm going to do this as we go along. Okay, so there's that one. And now we're going to do our mini layer, and I'm going to use the new Grape because it is a really, really pretty purple. I did have it in a box, but I don't think I still do. Let's see what we got here. Grape. What I did with my blending brushes to start another one here. Again, same thing. Hi, Linda. So again, sticking it down on here, turn around, start on the edge like this. And if you're wondering why our stencils are this size, it's so that they fit in binders, so you can organize them. They have an engraving in the top with the name, so you always know what they're called. And then they fit in the binders we have in the store. So you can always organize and find and, you know, theme however you want to. So add that grape on there. Look how cute that looks. Look at that awesome background. And then I'm going to take one of my little ones on here. And just put that on top. And so you can see I've made this little tiered heart. Let's lift it up so you can see. So there's a little tiered heart like that as well. Bibi says she made lots of notes yesterday. Awesome. I can't wait to see what you make. Let me put this back in my little holder over there. The other thing you can do is you can put this one layer of a stencil down. It's just because I have the grape still right there, like this. So I'm not really lining it up so well this time. I'm just going for it. And then you can turn the stencil over, and this is just using one layer. And create backgrounds that way. So you don't necessarily have to, I would suggest you clean it in between, but you don't, you know, have to do huge amounts either. So really, really, really fun. So how cool is that? Just, you know, that's one layer of a stencil, but you can do that with any stencil. It doesn't just have to be this heart stencil. So that's how you use the layered hearts. So I just kind of wanted to share that with you, that, you know, you can use these multiple ways, or you could do different colors. And then you can use 1, 2, 3, or 4 of the layers and create whatever you want to. So I think that's a really cool way to stretch the stencil as well. Lola says she's patiently waiting on the vintage vined stamp binder. Which one's the vintage vines? I can't remember which one that is, Lola. Okay. Do you know which one that is, Alicia? Because I think we have them all back in stock, but I can check. All right, next up, I have some inspiration using Kaleidoscope butterflies. And again, this is a great mix and match because you can just do the butterflies and then stamp through them. You can just do the butterflies and leave them. You can then add the detail if you want to over the top. And then if you want to, you can add even more detail. And again, it gives you in the corner, it says accent, accent 1, accent 2, and then you've got butterfly base. So you know, one, they all go together, because if you know, if you found that in your stash, you'd think, well, if I got seagulls, I mean, you could make them seagulls. Have I got number 3s? Have I got bats? Actually, it'd make a really cool little bat stamp. You know, you just don't know what they are, whereas they are all labeled, so you know exactly what they are and where they go. And here's some ideas. This one used Blue Moon, Neon Lights, and Tartan Teal. So you can see that one. This one used Welsh Dragon, Yellowstone, and Black Soot. But you could use Eclipse in there too. This one here is... She didn't put the names on. I'm going to guess it's Red Leicester, Yellowstone, and Flamingo. I'm going to guess. And then here, this is gorgeous. Look at this. This is Flights of Fancy. I'll get to this stamp set. It was one of my absolute favorites. And then she's added some of our like embellishments along here as well. This one we talked a lot about yesterday. This one is really cool. Look, Kim did. Got that on there. So what she did was she used Eclipse and Flat White, the new brown ink. This is Flat White with this. And then for her last layer, she went back to the fully open layer and she put clear embossing powder on it. So she smushed down her pad, put clear embossing, and then used the clouds and the grass stencil to create this on there. So Paper and Twine says, I wish I lived in the US so I could order all your items. I won Crowd Maker of the Year. So Paper and Twine, I don't know what your name is. Sorry, you didn't put it on there. But we do Hachanda and we're always looking for talented card makers to help. So Alicia is on here. You can email her, alicia@makerforte.com. Send her an email and... you know, get in touch with us. We'd love to chat. So you can always do that as well. Ashley. Hey, Ashley. So there's some ideas. This is Kaleidoscope of Butterflies. Also, I'll just let you know, for anyone tuning in who is international, if you spend $150 when you check out, there is free international shipping on right now. So Ashley, there is free international shipping if you spend $150 this weekend. And that ends at midnight tonight. And there is free US shipping on. So if anyone wants to add anything from the new release to their stash, you can grab free shipping until tonight. Totally forgot about that one. Okay, what else do we have in my box of goodies? We have this one. It's called Mondo. And let me find the sample because so when I saw this stencil, I was kind of just playing around with basic shapes and it kind of all just came together. And I called it Mondo because it reminds me of Mondrian. And here you can see, this is it used. This is with Coronation Purple and Grape mixed together. And then Amanda did this one and she spritzed it with water. The Sentiment is in a stamp set we have here, that you're a diamond, dear, they can't break you. And then she used our splatter stamps, which if you haven't seen them, really cool. These are splatter stamps. And she used a gold ink. On one of these and then stamped it through the stencil. Vicky, we are in Sarasota, Florida. So despite a very convincing accent otherwise, we're in Sarasota. So that's that one. So there's some ideas there. And this is so easy to do. And it's one of the really nice things. So our inks are really well saturated. If you haven't tried them, I had a chemist create them for me. I'm just going to pick out an A2 version of this rather than the full slimline. And I'm going to just stick this down on here and grab out a blending brush just to show you. So I had a chemist make these because I wanted something that could be super vibrant or really light, because I don't want to have to buy a million different pads. So you can see here, I can get really vivid up here and I faded it out to barely anything over here. They're super juicy. They're on a silicone foam, so they release the ink really nicely. And they're water reactive. I mean super water reactive. I'm going to show you in a second how reactive they are. I'm going to make some of these areas dark. And you can see like how I can build up the color or not. Like I'm making this area around here a little bit darker. Hopefully that didn't move too much. Okay, so I got some nice variation in there. I'm going to peel this off. Look how gorgeous that is. I mean, so pretty. And then I'm going to take, where's my one with water in? I have one with alcohol, one with water. So I'm going to use a Mr. Perfect, and it has a little spot so you can write in here. Thanks, BB. She said, don't forget to add a thumbs up. It really does make a difference. So I'm adding some big spots of water because I really want to accentuate how water reactive these are. I'm just going to use a little bit of kitchen towel to pick up the excess. And now I'm going to just add a mist so you get to kind of see that too. Look at how much reaction we get with those inks. I mean, it's just so pretty. And it adds something to, you know, it was really pretty before with that blockiness, but this just adds interest and it's done. Yeah, exactly. Parchment says done. There you go. Like that is the great thing about this, is you just give it a spritz and you've just added a ton of interest, add a sentiment, and there's your card done. Super, super simple. So I love that fact of it. So let's give this a quick wipe. And I'm going to put that in my little sample area. And then we also did have, what's it called? Leaded glass. I had some others. Here it is. I found it. So this is leaded glass, and there is another variation which is called geometric lace. So you can kind of see one is more like the straight lines, and this one is more the diagonal lines. And we played with these yesterday, and I'm finding them because we got some really cool samples. So this is the geometric lace. Sorry, leaded glass, because it's straight. Again, Amanda did this. She used British Racing Green, blue raspberry, and I'm gonna guess some tartan teal or maybe pop art in here. I don't think she put it inside, no. And then she just spritzed it, added a couple of gems, and how easy is that? But it looks beautiful. I mean, absolutely stunning. I love it. And again, she used her gold splatter in there. This one Carrie did, and she used the new conversation hearts. Again, so pretty. And this is the flat white ink. And then she layered our inks on top. And you can see they're quite opaque inks. You can layer one on top of the other as well. This is one I did with geometric lace. And I masked, let me move this out of the way for a second. I masked out this center panel and just did the diagonals like this. And then I cut out the flights of fancy. I embossed it using white ink on black cardstock and just adhered the middle so it still has lots of dimension on the card, but it goes flat to go through the mail. I used some Maker's Magic Pearl on here, and then I just ombrayed it. So this is palm tree, neon lights, and Yellowstone. And I made all those shades in there. Like, so easy to do, but so, you know, so effective. We also had, and this seems like a really basic one, but you're going to be amazed what you can do with this. This is the window card builder. And I love it because you can build a window scene. You can build, different areas in your card. This one Carrie did. She layered up the tri-peaks, which I showed you. If you want to know how Carrie did this, I did it yesterday in the crafter party. And then she used the family prickle on here. And the sentiment is everything will be all right. But really, you know, love that effect. She layered the two up together. I did this one with the windows, and I just put 4 colors in. Again, these are the really bright, vivid colors. This is flamingo, which is super bright and intense, but you can make it lovely and light. And then I did the 4 colors, and then I stamped Chin Up Buttercup on top here, which is in the clearance. Alicia's been posting it down there for you. Chin Up Buttercup is in the clearance, and it is one of my favorite stamps, and it's so easy. Like, that's the easiest card. And the clearance has 60% off, so go check it out. Once those have gone, that's it. You want to grab those when you can. There's some amazing prices. You can get a 6x8 stamp set for about $10, and you can use your code Happy 2022 on it. If you were at the crafter party, you can use your code on that too. This is one that Amanda did with Tri-Peak. She blended a rainbow using our inks. And again, just spritzed it. Like, you can see all that spritz in there. And it just adds this perfect little something to it, which I really, really love. Okay, what else did we do yesterday? Let's see. I have a couple of extra samples. So we've been through this box. So we have our Maker Magic glues. And I wanted to share a couple of tips with you. So we have Maker's Magic Clear Glitter. We have Crystal Clear and White Pearl. And somewhere in here, we might have to wait till we find it. Okay, you have to wait a second till we find it. I did a little sample of each one so you can see. But the whole thing about Maker's Magic is I had a chemist come in again, my favorite chemist. I'm sure he's sick of hearing from me. And then here you have the White Pearl. You have the Crystal Clear. Whoops, one came out a bit fierce. There we go. And I usually start from the side and then, yeah. This one's not, there we go. Mine are getting a little bit low now. And there's your clear glitter. Now the nice thing is you can do a little bit or a lot. They will dry crystal clear. When I say it dries clear, I mean it. It will dry 3D like this. Even this big will dry like this. Or you can stick something to it. I'm going to just say it's this. And it will go completely flat. It is a super strong adhesive. You can stick down wood, you can stick down leather, you can stick down metal embellishments. You can use it to stick down vellum. It will do really great job on the clear. You've got the glitter and you get a whole ounce in here. So I tried this the other day. I put some to the side. I mixed in a little bit of a re-inker and made myself a pearlized red for Christmas and then put some through a stencil, which was really fun. The other thing I'm going to say is, so there are no clog lids. So you see how I did that? I don't keep a pin or anything in them and they just go. Like the first time I use it, sometimes I'll always recommend going to the side. But you can see I can make really small dots or I can make really big dots. It can even do, I don't know what I'm going to do with this today. Make little hearts. So you just do a big dot and pull it, and a big dot and pull it, and then kind of just put it together like that. And you can see if I lift it up, you can make little hearts out of them too. So you can make all sorts of different sizes. And if you store them upside down, I have a little thing like this. I'll show you. So this is how I store my gems on my desktop. And these happen to fit up here perfectly. And this is in front of me. Or you can put them in a drawer upside down. They are always ready to go, which is the great thing. So I keep them like that. And Karen was saying to me like, oh, I really found it harder to do. If you store them upside down, maybe I should actually have the label on upside down, you will find they're always ready to go. Like just a tiny little squeeze. And they just go. Like this. And here's a tip I showed yesterday. Lots of people didn't know this. I have the gems right here. When you're working with the gems, you can absolutely just pick them out or put them on your surface. But I don't know if you know that there is a special angle on the lid of this. So when you're using your gems, put them in the lid and tap them. And you see how they all start turning the right way up? So you want to do that. And then when you get down to you don't have any left, just tap it again and you'll find the ones that are left will turn themselves over again. And it doesn't have to be, you know, a big tap. You see, this is just a gentle tap and it puts them all the right way over as well. Plus, one other thing lots of people didn't know yesterday is almost all of our products have a QR code on it. If you scan that QR code, you'll go to a guide of how to use it or a little download or some information on the product. So if you have Kaleidoscope powders, you can go download 30 ways to use Kaleidoscope powders by scanning the code that's on the back of your powder. So there's an idea for you to try out. This is something we made yesterday. So this is our new under lock and key stamp set. It's on white rubber. And if you wonder why mine's dirty, it's because I stamped with alcohol, which of course is much harder to get off. But we made these. Look at these. So this was the original piece. And I have another one. I can probably try and find it in a second. And then from that, we made 2 other pieces. And here's my little glue. See, it was hidden. So when I say it dries clear, look, you can see absolutely crystal clear. And you can get all this texture or you can press it flat. And the glitter one, when you do it on black, it has like a rainbow glitter in it. How cool is that? So super, super cool. So we've got the glitter, the clear, I don't know why I wrote W, and then you've got the pearl. And so you can use them on any color, they'll still show up. And you can mix them with re-inker, you can use them to stick down gems. All the gems I've stuck down on all these cards are all stuck down with this. I use it all the time. I've actually had mine for quite a long time, but of course I couldn't show anyone, which kind of sucks. But, you know, I make sure we test everything out and I send stuff out to the team and all those kinds of things. So here's some other samples using interlocking key. I need some more space. This one Carrie made. Look at this. So she used the Rainbow Sparkler embossing powder and she foiled a sentiment. This one Kim made, and I love this, like all grungy, and how cool is this? So this is, she mixed Maker Forte inks and Tim Holtz oxides and created this, and then used clear embossing over the top. Love this as well. Vicky says, I can't believe you're in the US, my lucky day. Absolutely, we are here as well. Which bind are you trying to access, Wendy? And we'll try and help. Yep, use code HAPPY2022 for 10% off, even clearance. And this is one that Amanda made. It's funny, they both picked the pink and the rainbow sparkler, but yet look so different. This is the top piece you get in there. And this is the love from the Sentimental stems, which I'll show you in a minute. And like, I just love how this looks. And here's some of the prints we made yesterday. So if you want to know how to do this and make these prints, then I showed you the technique to make alcohol inks and lift ink. So easy to do. So you can still say, I'm not going to send the VIP email out until this live is finished. So you still have time to sign up for the VIP link. And Alicia's been dropping the links down there for you. This is Flights of Fancy, and I have a ton of samples. I just have to find what box they're in. Here they go. So this is that butterfly I showed you earlier. You can see how much I love this stamp set by how dirty my bag is. All our stamp sets, so the white rubber, we make them in-house here in my garage. You can watch the video on how we made one. And they are in white rubber with a thick cling foam. Our white rubber is thicker than anyone else's, and nobody else has white rubber. And I had this made for two reasons. One, I can see what ink goes on it. But two, I had an additive put in that makes cleanup easy. Okay, I might not be the best at cleaning my stamps, as you can witness over here. But they do clean up really nicely, and I'm going to show you some things we've done. Love Venus loves it. If you can only choose 6 ink pads to purchase, what would they be? Well, everyone else can chime in with their 6. But I'm going to say Eclipse, Clear. I love Flamingo. I use it all the time. I love Hyde Park, Yellowstone, Neon Lights. They would probably be my 6. Now, if I can choose 2 more colors because you already have black and clear, then I would add Red Leicester. And I would add Purple Rain. So they would be my picks. So I tried. Anyway, let me show you some samples with this. This one is from Carrie. She used a stencil in the background here and then did Kaleidoscope powders. How pretty is that? I have to admit, I added the little heart gem because I needed to. Here I used, okay, I went a little bit crazy with my gems, but I do love the effect up here as well. Alicia, can you drop the VIP link for Vicky as well? So I used this with bubblegum, and then I stuck down gems everywhere. And these birds, you're going to see, they actually come out of a die. They're a waste piece, but I couldn't waste them given how pretty they are. And they're on Chameleon Sparkle paper. Look at that. They're on Chameleon Sparkle. So I'll show you where they come from. This one is Amanda's. Again, she used those blues and greens, and it just looks gorgeous. I mean, this is the same feather, and yet it looks so different. Here's my one. I made this. This is Neon Lights, Flamingo, and Purple Rain. And I just put them all on. And this is the Love from the Love, Love, Love die. Super simple. This is Carrie. She used the window. She used the swirl and some glitter. There's a Maker Forte Coronation Purple glitter. And then she used fog. So you really can't see the lines of the butterfly. It looks like, you know, no line coloring. So if you stamp with fog, which is instantly alcohol marker friendly. Like this. It's a really light gray. That's how you do this. So I want to share with you, like, you know, lots of ways that you can do this. And then she used that. This one Kim Bolivar did, and she did this set here, this set. I really hope Kim is going to do this as a design team project. If not, I may have to ask her to do a video on how she did these, because I have to say this is probably one of my favorite sets of cards. This one I just absolutely adore. She did write what colors she used. She used Welsh Dragon and Grape, and the Geometric Lace Stencil, the Pattern Play Stamp set, and the Flights of Fancy. And I just adore this. I mean, I think, you know, it's just such a beautiful combination that she did. So I'm completely and utterly in love with that. This one I made, so I did Fog. So here's that Fog ink again. You've got a little offcut of Chameleon Sparkle because I saved every little bit. A little bit of Maker's Magic clear glitter around the edge here like this. And then I used the Sympathy, which you'll see in a minute, from Sentimental stems. Like this. I have more samples, but we'll get to them. I'm going to use this box for a second. Make sure there's none in here that I missed, because I just threw everything in boxes. So next up is Sentimental stems. Now I think Alicia and I will both say that this was my idea of a stamp set that I designed. I did have someone illustrate the flowers because I can't draw, but the idea of doing this, I don't think any of us expected how popular this is. We have restocked this twice. It's on pre-order now. It has been super popular. So the idea is you stamp out your flower head and you can add a stem. So you've got sympathy, thanks, love, smile, happiness, birthday, and kindness. And then you can add these little add-ons. So you've got and prayers. So you've got sympathy and prayers. I'm thinking of you. You're in my thoughts. Sending birthday wishes your way. So you can mix and match. Sending smiles your way. Sending, we've got happy birthday, or sending sympathy, or, you know, you can add all these things on. And you've got all these different floral heads. But the other thing you can do with these flowers are things like this. Look at this, sending hugs. So this is the A2 Spotlight Circle. And I blended one of the light pinks with Outrageous and Red Leicester and created this here. And then literally just stamp this around. Yes, Sandy, this is the one that's on Hachanda. If you watch the craft store, or what was called Hachanda, I did a ton of samples, and these also work for here, let me show you a cool technique you can do with these, because I designed them to be symmetrical for a reason, or symmetrical-ish. So I'm going to use a piece of cardstock. All right, can't get it open. Hey Bev, morning to Melbourne, Australia. So for this, I'm going to use a rock block. Oh my goodness. I showed these yesterday. We added them to the store. We sold out. Again, it's one of those things we've restocked a couple of times already. It has been life-changing for me to have these. So they're a block, but they're curved. And I was really skeptical because everyone, when I learned to stamp, said, don't rock your stamps. But the impression, I still use my Misti, don't get me wrong, but this is like something really special. So I'm going to grab out the English mustard. I'm going to spritz it with some water. And you could add other shades too. It doesn't just have to be one color if you don't want it to. But the spritz of water is going to give you a thing. The nice thing is I can tip this up and see exactly where I'm going to put it and then decide. And it gives me, I don't have to keep moving it with the Misti. I can do this bit by hand. So I'm going to stamp so I get this really lovely impression. Then I'm going to wipe it with some kitchen towel. Now I'm going to put it on the right way round. I'm going to use some Remarkable. And again, I can pick my kind of right place and then rock. And I can see if I've got really good pressure, and I can even go back if I feel like I missed something. And there's my perfectly colored in stamp. How cool is that? This Renee is Sentimental Stems add-on. So the add-on has all the extra blooms in it, and Sentimental Stems has the sentiment and some bigger blooms. So you can kind of mix and match, you know, you can create a bouquet, all sorts of different things, but super cool, super easy. Let's put this back in the right way. And let's clean this off for a second. Some Squid Buster. What one did I use? This one. Just gonna give it a little scrub. Clean it off. So, thanks, Sandy. She said, I only watched the channel because you were on. So many of you joining us as well. Happy New Year to you all. I'm sure we've got some other new faces here. Be sure to drop me a link so I can, or your name and where you're tuning in from, so I can say hi and welcome you to Hedgehog Hollow. You are now part of the family officially, whether you subscribe or not, which I hope you do. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up. We've got 136 watching and 47 thumbs up. So I'd love a thumbs up if you're enjoying some of these techniques and learning some things along the way. So let's put this back. Okay. We also have this new pattern play stamp set. You saw that on Kim's butterfly backgrounds card. This is really cool because if you are into your mixed media, and Mansi's art marks are also in the clearance if you want to try those. They're really, really cool. And there's a lovely set of numbers. My neighbor came over the other day and she's like, oh, I need the art mark stamp set because I can, you know, do some cool stuff for the kids' birthdays and things. So here's one that Kim made. I love this. This is the, luckily she puts me a little note on the back. I can never remember what it's called. Along the Right Lines stamp set. And here she stamped out this one in what I would call quite a masculine rainbow, but I really like how it came out. If you want to copy, I can tell you the colors. It is Telephone Box, Red Leicester, Yellowstone, Hyde Park, Blue Raspberry, and Flat White. So I love how that looks. Hey Betty, welcome. Calvin says, I'm here in Oregon, freezing. Well, my pipes thought, oh my goodness. Christy's tuning in from West Virginia, Ivy, and lots of you. Melanie from Vietnam, welcome Melanie. Renee's in Canada, Patty's in Maine. So lots and lots of new people. Welcome everyone, welcome to the family. Hey Gwen in New York. So this is pattern play. And I created, we don't need those yet, this stamp set here. So this is a background using these 4 elements. And I literally using my rock blocks. And if you are a VIP from yesterday, you can go back and watch it. I created this background and showed you how I did it because it's super simple, but so effective. I also did this one using these 2 elements here. And then this one I did yesterday in the VIP party. We used just this stamp and these 2, and I created this really cool background. And the great thing was I loved it before I even stamped the spots in, and you could do the spots, not do the spots. It creates a really, really fun background. So if you want to know how to do those, go check out the VIP pass from yesterday. You will have lots of fun. Okay. What's next in our boxes? Oh, there's some more samples over here. What we got? Let's see what we got in here. So these are the swatches I made for our colors. So these are your 3 new colors. You have grape, you have flamingo, and you have flat white. They're the 3 colors on there as well. Christy said she attended the VIP party yesterday. She had so much fun. Yay! So glad. So there's that one as well. And then this is something we made yesterday at the party. So if you want to learn how to make it, you can. I showed you how Carrie did that really cool background. So that was that one there. And this was the panel we made at the party. And that's how I got those stamp-offs earlier that I showed you, using the key. And I love this panel. I'm not sure how I'm going to use it yet. I may just have to frame it as is with like a sentiment over the top. I don't know. But I really, really love how this came out as well. So that's that. And then I have another couple of boxes of fun stuff because I have all the fun stuff to share with you. So this is, lots of you loved, I mean, lots of you, lots and lots and lots, loved our rustic wreaths at Christmas. So we have rustic words for the rest of the year. You have a heart and you have a rectangular panel and all your words fit inside of them. Now, of course, you can also do it the way I did. I stamped a word and then added a simple saying. You could just add a simple saying, you know, however you want to do that. And this is rustic words. So you've got love, faith, dream, trust, inspire, friend, miss you, namaste, hugs, believe, and inspire. And it is super, super cool. Welcome, Betty. She just joined the channel. She hit that become a member down the bottom. So welcome. Thank you. Your support means so much to us. These are really easy to do. I'm going to show you how I made this because it's so simple and so effective. So I'm going to show you that in a second. Here are a couple the girls made. This is one from Amanda. She used white cardstock, stamped it with black, and then used some blue raspberry, or maybe it's blue moon, I'm not sure. I'm going to say blue raspberry around the edge here, and then splattered it, of course, because we love that technique as well. This one here is hugs. And again, I did the same thing. So I did carnation purple and flamingo, I think, and stamped it out. Same technique I'm going to share with you. And on this one, she did Stone Age, you know, that really cool background, which is in the bottom of my tote here. Actually, it's next. She did hugs, and then she used the rainbow sparkler. That's how she's got all of that super cool sparkle in there as well. And got all of that. So let's see. Janet Austin says, love the products. Thank you so much. Alicia is dropping the links down here for you to everything I'm sharing with you. And also, just to let you know, we have 10% off the whole release and anything Maker Forte and the clearance, which is with code HAPPY2022. Yep, the stencils are from our store. And Ava says, this is my first time with your lives. I've watched your videos before. Well, welcome. Thanks for catching us live. Here is the dream. So I want to show you how I made this because, again, simple. I'm all about simple, but super effective. So I'm going to take a piece of cardstock. And I'm going to grab myself a misti. And the joke here is I'm not allowed any more misties because Greg found out one day that I probably have about 7 of them. Okay, so let's grab our misti. Piece of white cardstock. And I'm going to put this down here. Put this up. And don't forget you got free US shipping until tonight. Plus you have, I'm trying to find the colors I want. You have free US shipping. I was going to say something else. Free international shipping over $150 until tonight. And you have, what else do we have, Alicia? I've totally lost my brain. I'm going to do blue raspberry. This is not the colors I used last time, but it doesn't matter because it's just fun. So I'm going to take some neon lights and just kind of stamp it in the center. This is probably our most popular ink color ever. Everyone loves neon lights. I have to say I love it too. And then I'm going to take some blue raspberry and just tilt it around the edge. Like that. Let's flip this over. Use our smusher. Look at that impression. Like, really, really perfect. So, Renee, it's free international. So, Canada or rest of world, anywhere outside the US, over $150. So, if you order, and you can still use the Happy 2022 to get your 10% off. We're doing the free international shipping that way. It's free US shipping on any size, and then the international's at $150. We try and include international. I've been on the other side of the pond. I know what it's like, but it's also super expensive for us too. So we try and do our best to balance that. Okay. And then Ava says, okay, thanks. Here in the US, sometimes they're too focused on selling products and the stuff is all the same. We are in the US, actually, funny enough, despite my very convincing accent otherwise. But I really try to teach you, you know, when you buy something from Maker Forte, it's me and my husband and Alicia and Bethany. We're a small little family team. My husband's involved too. But we're living the crafty dream, as they say. But we are based in Sarasota, Florida. So here I'm using the new Misti ruler. It's the regular tea ruler. The only thing I like about it is it fits your Misti perfectly. I kind of wish it was a smidgen shorter because you can see what happens. I gotta move my card away from the hinge. So that's the only downside is I wish it made it a smidgen shorter so it wasn't on the hinge. But the one thing I do like, which didn't work with my other tea ruler I had, was I couldn't close the lid of my Misti because it was too thick. So I do like that. You get 2 in a pack. You don't need one per se, but I have found it a useful tool. Like, it's a nice to have rather than a must have. And I'll always be honest about that kind of stuff. Like, it's a nice to have, it's not a must have. So I'm stamping out my dream with Eclipse. There we go. And I'm going to put it back in the packet, and maybe I'll clean it later, or maybe Alicia will turn up and it's not actually going to be cleaned, but it's fine. All of our stamps also on the backing, whether they're red rubber or whether they're photopolymer, they have a printout of what's in it inside, so you always know what's in your stamp set, or you can put those in a plastic folder and catalogue your stamps that way too. Whatever works for you. I don't have enough space, Alicia. All right, so here's Dream. Now I'm going to grab out a splatter. And, BB says, go for it. It's such fun once you get started, especially when you can play with amazing products I make for us. Thank you so much. So we make a lot of our stuff in-house. We're a family. We are in the US, Renee, not the UK. And someone else asked me, how do I go about purchasing? So Gwen asked that. It's Maker Forte, which is my company too, and Greg's company. But you can purchase on makerforte.com. Alicia's been dropping links down as well. And so all I'm doing is I'm taking this splatter and going around. And you can see, like, I'm touching it quite lightly. This is the pretty dense splatter that I'm doing the neon lights with, and it has a special foam on it. So when you do it, you see how you can curve it and get it in different places. Now I'm going to take a different splatter. I'm going to take a less dense. This is number 2. I'm going to take my blue raspberry to tie it in and just add a bit so it matches. And that's it. That's how I made that card. And then I added a little simple saying. And they are over here. Ooh, ooh, not on my white t-shirt. Thank you. Ooh, that was close. What I did was I took a simple saying. And here are simple sayings. This month we have love and kindness and birthday. And I'm going to use one of these. Now, if anyone was here yesterday, I don't know if they know where I put my trimmer because we used it. So I'm going to use my decal trimmer, which I don't use very often. So, but I'm going to just use this one because it's right here. And then you can stick that down the bottom here. Grab some foam. put it on. And that's how I made that card. Super simple. I added some gems in, just of course, because I always have to add gems. But, you know, really easy. You see how easy that is. So that's that one. Here is our Stone Age. Love this one. So, woo, don't you go anywhere. Here's Stone Age. So it's a really cool background. So it's really big. So you can use all sorts of different parts of it. This one here, Amanda did. She used gold embossing powder and she used red cardstock and then also blended a little bit of extra red on there too. And, you know, kind of had fun with that too. This one, Carrie did. She used a die, which we haven't even got to dies yet. And she used the conversation hearts in the center here, which I'll show you in a second, and then pieced in some pieces. I did this with He Is Risen. This is one of my favorite stamp sets for, you know, spring, Easter kind of cards. So I just used Stone Age in the background with fog, and then the He Is Risen with Eclipse Black. And then I added the rose gold ripple cardstock to add that little, you know, touch of something. But how easy is that as a card? So you stamp the Stone Age with fog, you add your Eclipse Black, you add some rose gold ripple, and you're done. Like really, really easy. Sorry that we aren't paying attention. It's okay. You can watch this anytime you want. That's the fun part of this. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm sure lots of you are watching as well. So I'm just going to keep going. And we're nearly at the end. We're on the home straight. This stamp set is one I've wanted to do forever because lots of people have done conversation hearts, but they're really tiny. And I wanted to do something that was a bigger, bolder, and I wanted to make sure you could use it anytime. So you have the outline of the conversation heart like this. You've got the black outline. You have two of the center pieces. So you can just, you know, stamp as you want. You can make your own background with them. You can use them all sorts of different ways. And then you have this piece and it's all joined together so that it places in perfectly. So here you've got the, I did Be Mine and then I did Kiss Me. And I even used a little bit of tone on tone to add the XOXO in the background there. This is black glitter cardstock I made myself. Super easy. And so you can see that. Would You Be My Valentine? For this one, I used the Sassy add-on, Cupid is Stupid. Maddie loves Harley Quinn. So I wanted to do something for her. And I thought she'd appreciate the Cupid is Stupid. This is in your stamp set, the arrow. This is that layering hearts. I did red and I did fog. So it's telephone box and fog. And the Cupid is Stupid. And I added a little smidgen of Kaleidoscope powder to add some glitter over the top. So super cute there. And then this is what I mean about using it for other occasions. So here I did this one. Hey, Carrie, we've been looking at your samples. They're awesome. I did As If You're Another Year Older. So as a fun kind of bit more sassy birthday card, I thought that would be a fun way. And of course you could use any of these sentiments. They're really nice and bold. You don't have to put them in the conversation hearts. If you want to kind of do, you know, a sassy can you not, or a girl boss, lol, no. You might want to send a card that says meh, maybe if someone's, you know, not feeling well or kind of, you know, you want to do that kind of stuff. You don't have to do that easy. Here are a couple of slim lines I also made with the same thing. So I did Cutie Pie, True Love, and Miss You. And this is the layered hearts in the background. And this is the geometric heart. And I did it again a bit differently. So I did Hubba Hubba and heat embossed it. This is a simple saying. I just cut it out and put it on top. And then here I stamped Hugs, tone on tone, just to create like a little background. So you can do all these kind of little fun things. Okay, so if you are a member of the Prickle, I really hope you're going to get this stamp set because it's called the Hedgehog Family Prickle. And I love it. I don't know how Carrie feels because she's been part of the Prickle for a very, very long time. And here you've got, sorry I was being prickly, just roll with it. So glad you're in my Prickle. Sending hedgehogs and everything will be all right. So here, Amanda did everything. She's sending her hedgehogs. She's got little star confetti. She's got the stencil in the background. Carrie did this. I love this. This Love stamp set is in the clearance. It's from Alex Siberia. And she stamped it here. You can see she did the rainbow sparkle. How cool is that? And used the hedgehog as the O, and did the layered hearts in the background. So glad you're in my prickle. So this love stamp set is 60% off, and you can use the extra 10, or if you were there yesterday, you've got an extra 20. This one is Kim's. She did the little hedgehog laying in the grass there. And this is the card I was telling you about. So you know I showed you earlier how I made that heart. I don't know where it went. Did I keep it? I don't know where it went. I'm probably just filed it away somewhere safe. But that's how she did that heart. She white embossed Stone Age in the background there. How cool is that? You can see just like, again, just a little bit of texture. And so glad you're in my prickle. All right, we have a couple of things left, but I really want to show you some of these because I think you're gonna really, really love them. This is Straight and Narrow. This is a really cool background stamp because it can be a little bit masculine. You can color piece areas in here. This is on our deep etch rubber. You got some really lovely sentiments. This is where that you're a diamond baby, they can't break you. You're a diamond dear, they can't break you. And some other cool sentiments. So there's a little bit some masculinity to this as well, which I like. But then Kim did it and she added that butterfly on top and Best Day Ever. And I think like it looks totally different. And then she did this set of cards. So she stamped this stamp set in all these different colors, which would be, I'm sure on one of them she wrote it. Here you go. She used Hyde Park, Blue Raspberry, Grape, Tiptree Jam, and Yellowstone. So she stamped it each time and then cut them into strips and pieced them back together again. And I think she did an amazing job. Isn't that cool? I think it's really cool. So she did that. And then we have 2 more using the butterfly stamp set. If you want to know how I made this yesterday, I shared my trick for making your ink go all the way through. So the back of your butterfly looks the same as the front of your butterfly. This is some of our vellum in the background. And there's your sentimental stems. But if you want to know how, without having to recolor it, you don't have to do any extra work. If you want to know that tip, you need to go sign up for the VIP access from yesterday. And this is one I did with Kaleidoscope powder. Again, we made this yesterday. So if you want to know how I did that, go sign up for VIP. Here's something else we made yesterday, is I showed them how I made this. And it's not how you think, and it is so easy. Like, I mean, so easy. Alicia will drop the link again for the VIP if you want to go get that. This is the easiest technique, but look how they come out. This is the one we made yesterday. Like, I love it. So if you want to know how I did that, it's super simple. Go sign up for the VIP access. And I have a couple of bits left. I'm just grabbing them out. We are on the, I promise we're really on the home stretch because I'm just grabbing all the bits and bobs now that we're in the bottom. All right, let's talk about dies. Because I love my dies. So here's what we were playing with yesterday. So we have Love Potion number mine, like number 5, but number mine. And you get 5 layers. The dies come in this really sturdy little cardboard envelope, and it has a Velcro closure on it too. So you can store your dies in here forever. You'll notice they're black. It's because they have a Teflon coating. So all those little details. I'm just tapping it on the edge of my table. You see how it falls out? There's really little clear up to do on your dies, and they cut like butter. So here's some samples using the number mine. And here you can see this one Amanda did, and she used Hyde Park, Welsh Dragon, Eclipse, Scottish Thistle, and then pieced in parts of this paper that she foiled. So cool. This is one I did. I just did 1 layer and added the love in here. And then I added Maker's Magic Pearl. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see it quite well. Just to add a little bit of that. And this is the Chameleon Sparkle paper. And it looks awesome. This one Kim did, and she did acetate and then gold foil paper and created that as well. I mean, that's such a cool idea. Like, it looks like a real glass bottle. You can see that on there. Oh, cookies sound so good. I may have got a little bit crazy on this one. Amanda did this one. Look at that. And this is just white and red and pink. This is one that I did. And I actually am going to upload a TikTok later and an Instagram reel of how I did this because it's so simple. And this is where the birds came from that I showed you that were on that other one. So if you follow at maker.forte on Instagram and at makerforte on TikTok, you will see me put this up later as to how I did this. Here's another idea. I just cut it out a chameleon sparkle and then pieced my birds back in, and I bent the wings up so you can see that they're flying. Again, like super, super simple. I mean, and I added a little bit of the pearl in here, and that was it. Some gems. So easy, but so effective. And Carrie, I think, did this one. Yeah, Carrie did this one. She used some silver foiled paper, lots of dimension in there. She used some of our other stencils in the background. Super cute. Love these. And they're so easy. And then the other great thing is, this is how I showed you yesterday. So I showed you how to layer super intricate dies really easily. And this one is just white and pink cardstock, and we layered it together on the live. And I mean, that still looks like a gorgeous card. So again, go get your VIP ticket. Oh, and here's another one I nearly forgot. Kim did it, and she created a shaped fold. How easy was that? Like, awesome. There's also the Forget Me Not Layered Love Locket. Again, the nice thing about these dies, you don't have to use every layer if you don't want to, but Carrie knocked this out of the park. I mean, like, so she made it shaped, which already is amazing. And then she used the gray and the pink cardstock and some glittery pink. And so you've got the lace, but in here, she also embossed that last layer and she added it on the back. I mean, I think she knocked this one out of the park. Carrie, you did an amazing job on this card. Like, so pretty. So impressed. Okay, let's keep going. Next up, we have our note card sets. I don't know where the ones we made yesterday were. So these come pre-cut, pre-scored, ready to go. You get 10 in the pack, all different kinds of love. These are our Valentines. Here they go. So you can use it just like this. I mean, just a really easy note card. How easy is that? You can foil it and just put it through your laminator with thermoweb foil. And now I've made, I mean, that's like a $10 card at the Hallmark. Come on. Like, if you get something foiled like that, Greg will tell you how expensive they are. And then the other option you've got is the toner and the foil. So you can do one or the other. Will resist ink. So here, I showed you this yesterday. You can foil over this and just add like a little subtlety in the background. You see that? I just, you know, stenciled in some hearts. So you can see that as well. Okay, so you get 10 of those in a pack. And then finally, these are the last few things that I have on the side here. So if you place an order over $35, you will get this stencil for free. So today you have an awesome opportunity. You will get this stencil for free. You will get 10% off with Happy 2022. You can have free US shipping on any order. And if you place multiple orders, we'll consolidate for you. Don't worry. We'll do all of that here. Katie is an expert at doing that. And then also, if you're international, spend $150 and you'll get free shipping too, which will save you a ton. You can get loads more crafty stuff for your bucks. So yeah, so you've got that. And if you came yesterday, of course, you've got your 20% off and your VIP will get sent out a little bit later today. This is a die. I saw Alicia has been dropping down links to Lift Your Spirits. And for anyone who hasn't come before, I really hope you'll sign up. It's free. Just go to the store, the link that Alicia put down, it's totally free. And you can come join us. And I'm going to be using this die this month. You can use any die you want. You don't have to use this one. But it is on extra sale and you can get your 10% off. It's a 2-piece cover plate. So you get the Love, Love, Love and you get the outline pieces. And here's a couple of things just to kind of inspire you. We will make 4 cards with this. Okay, on it's the second Monday of January, so not tomorrow, but the next one. So what's that, like the 9th-ish, 10th, something like that. And we'll be using that, and also I'll be sharing some die cutting tips and tricks and techniques and things with you. There are 2 new embossing powders I just wanted to share with you. You have the option of diamond glaze and purple sapphire, and I stamped them out. I just put some clear ink, smushed it down, and this is what they look like. So they have a rainbow glitter in. Can you see it? There you go. Look at that. So cool. And this one has glitter in. Now you can make your own mixes with our embossing powders. You can add kaleidoscope powders, glitters. These are mixes I've made for you because I love them so much. So you have diamond glaze, and you can see the difference on black and white. And here you've got the purple sapphire. Again, see the difference on black and white. Oh my goodness, we're super close. We have 81 thumbs up and 123 watching. So if you haven't given us a thumbs up, please do hop on there and give us one. It really does help us so much, and it doesn't cost you anything. And I have to share this last card with you. I promise it's the final thing. So this is the Stone Age background, and you will hear me now referring to this stamp as called the Dexter stamp. The reason being, these are the simple sayings. I just cut it out with a circle die, put a little bit of vellum behind it, because I stamped this background out to use on a card that you've already seen. Except as soon as I put the background, the red down, it looked like Dexter had been on my card. But I think I rescued it really, really well. And I added a little bit of fog and toned it right down. And now you would never know, except now you can't unsee it. Now I told you. But yes, so I just wanted to share that with you. If you have a Dexter fan, you can make them a really cool stamp set with that. Or maybe a Doctor, or, you know, something like that. Then there you go. But if not, it looks really pretty. You've seen tons of samples with it. Let me turn this around so you can see me again. Let's find Mr. Ross. The thing is, if I know you can see Bob Ross, I know it's about the right height. Oops, sorry. I'm hoping I don't make anyone dizzy. There we go. There we go. Hello. So thanks for sticking with me. I hope you got some inspiration out of that. I'd love to know what your favorite technique was in there. As I say, you've got until the end of today to claim the VIP pass. So today is the 2nd of January. And you will still get access to the 20% off coupon, the $5 gift card, the freebies, and the recording of yesterday. You can see the mess my room is in now a little bit more too. So thank you everyone for joining us. Don't forget, clearance, 60% off plus an extra 10 with Happy 2022. Free US shipping, free international over 150, your free stamp set over 35. And yes, I do have some binders, Alicia. I can call you afterwards and let you know which ones we've got out there. And the new release. Plus you can use your coupon on the new release. How cool is that? So thanks for joining me. Thank you for all your support. Greg and I really do appreciate it. Even if he has just been watching the car show the entire time. But I think we're going to go and hang out for a little while. Thanks everyone for joining us. And I really appreciate you all. So you'll see me a little bit more, I think, coming up. And again, I can't wait to pack your orders. Greg is banned from doing that because we all know what happens. But thank you, everyone. I appreciate you all. I love you lots. And I can't wait to see what you order. Thank you for your support, and keep your maker forte. Bye.